Well, welcome back to the channel, Old Cars New Van. Well, one channel I'm very fond of on YouTube is a channel called Quarterlight, and he's a car brochure channel on YouTube featuring car brochures from the sort of 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s. Now, I'm not a car brochure channel, so this tribute will be very amateurish, but this one sort of, well, I wouldn't even call it a car brochure really, a sort of pamphlet, came in the glove box of our 1989 Sunny estate, colloquially known as Jim, Sunny Jim. So I thought I would go through it and see what we can make of it, even though it's not in the sort of condition, perhaps, that Quarterlight's amazing brochures are in. So opening up this pamphlet, we see really the two stars of the show here. These are the rare ones. These are the B12 models. So you've got the sporty coupe at the top and the estate, which obviously we have at the bottom. It's quite interesting to note that for UK models, half wheel cover is all you got. You didn't get these wheel trims, just like on our Sunny estate, you only got little centre caps. Extraordinary. So yeah, but these are definitely the two rare ones. Opening the pamphlet further, we see the far more common N13 hatchback, which of course really is a completely different car, but is all classed in this brochure as new for 89. Just going back to the coupe there, we get this amazing shot of the interior. They really do look sporty seats, don't they? Absolutely great. And all we really get for the estate is just obviously a vision of the practicality. But it's interesting that over on this side of the pamphlet, that is the B12 Sunny Estate dashboard. So it's quite interesting that they featured that, because that's quite basic compared with the rest of the range. And then this extraordinary picture here, which on first glance looks like it's a car with mismatched front and rear seats because they're a different colour. But in reality, if you look closely, it is actually two cars, but a quite extraordinary way of showing it in the brochure. I don't think that was a particularly good idea. So the new multi-valve Nissan Sunny, because of course it is a 12-valve engine. Introducing the new Sunny from a company that spends more on research and development than any other manufacturer, from Nissan. An all-new range of multi-valve petrol engines with improved performance and economy, whether you choose hatchback, coupe or estate. For example, the new lead-in model, the LS, has 40% more output and 10% greater fuel economy. Now it's interesting they mention trim levels there, because of course the estate in the UK didn't have a trim level. It's just 1.6 estate, that's all you got. Anyway, carrying on. The same model comes with electric windows, central door locking, multi-position tilt glass sunroof, stereo radio cassette player and 5-speed gearbox. All as standard. Well, again, the estate was real poverty spec, because didn't get electric windows, don't get central locking. You do get the tilt glass sunroof and the radio cassette and the 5-speed gearbox, but the electrics are somewhat absent on the estate. And it goes on to say, on rival starter models, such an array of equipment would cost you at least £1,000. Don't quite know how they're quantifying that or which models they're referring to, but that's what they're saying. All the new Sunnies can run on unleaded fuel, and if you can't find a pump with lead-free petrol, don't worry, just revert to ordinary. These new multi-valve units run on either. It's incredible to think now, but back in 89, unleaded fuel was still a bit of a novelty here in the UK anyway, and sometimes you couldn't find it. So it's quite good that it could cope with both. And they are fast, according to Nissan, surprisingly so. The 1.4 litre unit develops 83 brake horsepower, reaches 103 miles an hour, and accelerates to 60 in around 12 seconds. I'm not sure that can really be described as fast, but I suppose for 1989, for an ordinary little 1.4, it's probably peppy, to be fair. The 1.6 litre engine tops 110 and reaches 60 in under 11 seconds. Performance again coming with a 12 valve power unit. Now that's the engine obviously we've got in our Sunny estate. Those figures might be slightly knocked down because it is the estate, but yeah, that's I must admit, driving it does feel surprisingly peppy. But obviously, if you wanted real performance, then the coupe was the one to go for, because the double overhead camshaft unit on the sleek new 1.8 litre 16 valve ZX Coupe will power to almost 130 miles per hour and take you to 60 in a shade over 8 seconds. So yeah, in fairness, for 1989 that wasn't bad. And the new Sunny range runs further between fill-ups, a lot further. The economy figure for the 1.4 LS is 55.4 mpg at a constant 56 miles an hour. At the same time, the 1.6 litre exceeds 51 miles per gallon. Not sure I've seen that on my car, but I'll take their word for it. One thing I didn't know was they were offering a diesel, and they're claiming that it will average in excess of 50 miles to the gallon. I guess that means average across all conditions rather than quoting the best, somewhat unrealistic 56 mile an hour figures, which they've done for the petrols. It comes with a level of equipment unsurpassed in its class, including 5-speed manual, stereo radio cassette, electric window, central locking and glass tilt sunroof. So exactly the same spec as the rest of the range, basically. And then we get this rather nice cutout of an engine. I'm assuming that's a petrol engine. Automatic transmission is available on the 1.6 GS, the GSX and the 1.6 GS Coupe, with the smoothest 3-speed box and kickdown that offers instant power to complement the best possible torque ratios. Sounds good. The new Sunnies look good as well, with better designed front and rear bumpers that give greater impact resistance, improved rear lamp clusters and an all-new front grille. Sectional side body mouldings plus stylish wheel trims, unless you're in the UK and you ordered an estate, and then you've got little black plastic ones as centre caps, as we've talked about. You'll also find more comfort, more safety aspects, improved road behaviour, and a number of interior features which will prove very popular. Without really specifying what those are. Like, oh, here we go, like a steering wheel, which makes for clear reading of the instrumentation, a neater gear stick, improved seating materials, and a newly shaped centre console. Yeah, I don't think that's too special for 89 really, but anyway, they're making a thing of it. The new Sunny is Europe's most powerful engine family from Nissan. And then really all that's left in this pamphlet is the Sunny equipment and specification. I'm not going to go through this line by line, but if you pause the video and focus in on the estate, which is the one we have, you can see what utter poverty spec the estate had compared with the rest of the range, which is actually quite well equipped. It was a real oddball, the estate, which of course is why we love it, because now it's so rare. Technical details, dimensions, and official government fuel consumption tests. And then on the rear of the pamphlet, we've got this hatch sort of driving away from us. Sort of, I suppose that marks the end, doesn't it? And reference here, Nissan UK Limited, Nissan House, Worthing, Sussex. And obviously a reference 10/2/89 on the brochure there as to the date. So there we go, the Nissan Sunny, new for 1989. Quite an amateur review compared with Quarterlight, but I hope you'll be amused by my efforts, and imitation is the greatest form of flattery. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. This won't be a regular feature. I don't have any other car brochures or pamphlets, so this is a one-off, but I just thought I'd do it out of amusement. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you all very soon. Cheers now.